Hey everybody. I just want to say thank you to take the time to actually look at this video. Again, my name is Nelly Ramos. I'm a local agent over here in Atlanta, just outside of Atlanta, in a town called Suwanee. And I cover the whole Gwinnett County area. And I also do parts of Alpharetta, Johns Creek, so quite a bit of area here in Northeast Atlanta. Hey Alicia, hey Lucretia, how you doing? Nicole, hey, how you doing? So, I'm not really big into doing videos. I'm kind of like shy when it camera shy, if you can say that. I don't think I'm photogenic, so I don't really post a lot of stuff on Facebook as far as myself. I love putting stuff like of my sons and my wife. They actually have a better smile than I do. So I really want to, really start doing more videos because, being in this role, I'm in a role of really helping people, educating people. I didn't realize that there's a lot of, especially like first-time home buyers, they don't have a lot of knowledge in the beginning to really start the process of buying a home. So anyways, I really want to do a few videos a week talking about, different things when it comes to buying a home, listing a home, and really put the education out there, and hopefully, you get something out of it. Thanks, Lucretia. Appreciate that. So anyways, the thing I wanted to talk about today is the 7 important steps about buying your first home here in 2017. Now, I know when I first bought my home several years ago down in Florida, it was exciting. It was a really proud moment, to really have the ability to go out there and get your first home. But, I really didn't know too much about it. I didn't know, who to really contact besides really a realtor, what the process looked like, and, it can be really overwhelming if you really don't understand, the process, and really the most important, how to prepare to be out there and how, looking for homes. So, there's a few steps here to kind of hopefully for any first-time home buyers to really get them put you in the right spot to start getting the process to buying a home. So, the first piece is really finding the right real estate agent. Hey, Susan, how you doing? Finding the really good real estate agent. Now, you may know some new agents that, just got their license the other day, are really excited to help you out and really get your business, but you really want to make sure that you're going with an agent that's experienced or has a really good support behind them to make sure they find the right answers for you, okay? So, some of the things that when you work with an experienced agent is, they're really going to be able to help you find those unlisted homes, right? So, like for me, for an example, I work for REMAX. Lucretia works for REMAX over in Tennessee, so go REMAX. But anyways, REMAX is one of the biggest brokerages in the world, and there's tons of agents in our brokerage, and we talk all the time about new homes that come up in the market. We talk about, sometimes we even brag about the cool houses that are coming on. So we get exposed to all these new homes that's not on the MLS yet, that's not on Zillow, that's not on Realtor.com, it's not on all those different websites. So when you work with an agent, they might expose those homes to you, and you'll be able to get first dibs in those homes. So that's really important. Sometimes, you might have a price range, like you want to say, I want to look at homes over 280, 250, whatever the case may be. But sometimes, when I'm working with some of these buyers, they have some pretty crazy lists, and I'm trying to hit as much as those key features they're looking for. And it's hard sometimes to really hit a home run in each of them. So sometimes that price range they may be looking at may not be what they're looking for. So, sometimes you have to go look outside of that. Maybe just, 15, 20,000 over their limit, just to see that what's out there and maybe be able to get what they're looking for. Not just because, they're asking, for an example, if your limit's 250 and the home is for 280, just because they're asking to 280 doesn't mean that's what they're going to get. Okay, that's where you come and negotiate that price. If they've been in home for quite some time, you may have some leverage to get it at a better price, especially if it's a motivated buyer. Okay, managing appraisals and inspections, that's a big part of the buying and selling process. And if you're not familiarized with it, you don't know who to contact, Again, that's another piece that can be really overwhelming. So making sure you're with a really experienced and a realtor that has the support, they'll be come in there and be able to help you with that process. Working through every step of the transaction. There's really different intricate pieces in this complex transaction, and work with an agent that's engaged and help you, to go through that. It's going to really help you make that process smoother. So make sure, you're talking to an experienced or and again, an agent has tons of support. Negotiating deals, when it comes to negotiating deals, yes, we have responsibility to our buyers. Yes, we have responsibility to our listing clients. But at the end of the day, we're just trying to make a deal that makes sense for both sides. So if you work with an agent that understands that, ultimate goal for our buyers is to get that contract, or get the home under contract, get you to that closing table. So, you're going to need to have that agent that's able to talk with the other agent to make a deal that makes sense for both parties, because ultimately that's what everybody wants. Get a deal done. They don't want a home listed for months on end. You don't want to be looking for homes for months on end. You want to find that perfect home and boom, get it done. Second point would be, don't be afraid to talk to multiple lenders. The best way to explain it, just because I had that experience in real estate, in wireless, and I love wireless. I did that for so many years. When hey Melissa, how you doing? When you're looking at get your new phone, you're going to go to Verizon, you're going to go to AT&T, you're going to go to Sprint, which is the number one company out there, just FYI. But anyways, you want to do your homework to see, who has the best offer. And then you might even go a further step and go to Best Buy, go to Target, go to Walmart, go to the corridors and see who has the best offer, who has the best promotions, who can offer you the more. Same thing when it comes to these lenders. Don't just talk to one. When you talk to your realtor, he may actually have a set amount of lenders that they want you to speak to, because they know how they work. They know their customer service. They know they're going to treat their clients, fantastic. They're going to know all these different programs that, you may be qualified for. And, don't just stop there. Do your due diligence and look for other mortgage brokers out there. Check out the bigger establishments out there. See what they have to offer. Don't just talk to one. At the end of the day, you want to get what's best for you and your family. Point number 3, mind your credit, okay? This is the biggest conversation I have with a lot of my buyers when I'm trying to qualify them, is make sure you understand where you stand in your credit. The mistake that I see that a lot of my buyers are going through is they don't look at it, ahead of time. They don't know what their credit score is. And if you don't know what your credit score is and where you stand, how do you know if you're in a good position to get into, to get that loan? How do you know what you need to work on in order to qualify for that loan? So start those conversations early with your lenders, so you know exactly, what you need to do to change your credit, update the credit, clean it up, pay off whatever, outstanding balance you have. So at least you can formulate a game plan, so then you can be ready to move forward when it's getting close to buy that home. So don't wait. There's no reason why you couldn't have those conversations early, so you prepare yourself and you give yourself time when you're getting closer to that purchase date. Save your money. Save. This is probably one of the biggest pieces for me that's tough, because and I'm a spender. I'm not the best when it comes to saving and all that. So, this piece right here has some really good points. But, I remember when I was looking at my house, looking to buy my house, I was like, how am I going to afford the down payment? Sometimes you hear you need to have 20% when it comes to down payment. That's not true, but you do need to make sure you have some money in the reserve there you go, Lucretia. Make sure you have some money in the reserve or build up for your down payment, for your closing costs, for the inspection. There's so many different things that can come up in the transaction that you may not be prepared for. So again, prepare ahead of time. And here's some tips, wish I had this here when I, bought my home originally. But, do automatic transfers from your paycheck into a savings account. Sometimes, it automatically gets deposited to your checking account. take a small portion each paycheck and put it into your savings account, and over time you see it start building up. Save your bonuses. If you get a raise, if you get a bonus, save it. Don't spend it. I know I got hot pockets. Anytime I got that bonus, it's gone. Save it. Act like it's not even there and put it, to your savings account. Tax refunds. This is a big thing. Tax refund. Tax season is coming in right now. We're all waiting to get our tax returns. And I know when I was in wireless, as soon as everybody started getting their tax return checks, they came into our phones to start buying up phones, accessories like crazy. It was good for us back then, but if you really want to buy that home, don't waste it. Keep it. Hey, Denise, keep it. Put it aside. Don't waste it. Okay. And here's another cool tip. Keep the change. There's actually a few banks out there, like for example, Bank of America. They have this program that's set up on debit cards that every time you make a purchase, it rounds up to the next dollar. So that change that's left over actually goes to your savings account. And I didn't know about this. At least with my bank, didn't have that option. So check out your bank to see if that option is available, because again, every penny counts. Visualize your goal. I'm really big about visualization. Anytime there's a goal I want to attain, I put like stuff on my, pictures around my desk, put it on my desktop, I put it as like a wallpaper on my phone. Put it on where you're going to be able to see it, and it really gets you energized to make sure you save it. So so you keep engaged. So print out that perfect home, that dream home you want. Put it in your office, anywhere else that's going to be visible, maybe like in a fridge, or better yet, print out like a small version of it and wrap it around your primary debit card, credit card. So if you get that burning itch, see that sale, that coupon, that free shipping that came in your email, you want to use it, and you pull out your credit card and you see that, that's going to make you pause and think about that before you start swiping it. Magda, how you doing? Lock in your rate. Number 5, lock in your rate. When you start talking to your lender, make sure you lock your rate. These mortgage rates are just like the stock market. I used to play with the smart stock market quite a bit in the past, and it fluctuates with the market. So one day it can be one thing, and the next day it can be another. So when you talk to your lender, and a lot of times they will do this, they will advise to lock in that rate. So go ahead and get that done. Because, especially with everything that's coming out with this coming market, everybody's talking it's going to go high, it's going to go low. You don't know. Nobody knows. Nobody can predict the stock market. Nobody can predict the mortgage rates. So lock in that rate. And the cool thing about it, a lot of these lenders have the ability to give you a one-time adjustment. In case the rates go down, you can adjust it from there. Number 6, stay in your job. I know I love my job. I love what I do. I'm not going anywhere. But hey, Gary, how you doing? But stay in your job. I know if you're in a job that you feel like it's dead end, your boss doesn't care for you, you dread going in there, but you're in the process of buying a home, stick with it. Stick with it. That's a big piece when it comes to get those loans approved. When you get that pre-approval, they're going to get you some, preliminary documentations from you. But once you get in the process to actually secure the loan, they're going to do a deep dive into your financials, your history, and everything. And if they see that you just jump ship from one company to the next, you're going to have some problems in your hands. Okay, so avoid that. Stick it out. Okay, stick it out until the end. Once you close on your home, then jump out. Say peace out. Take off your shirt. And say peace out and scream when you leave your job and go to the next one. But just hold on until then. And the last piece, don't open new credit cards. Okay, your credit score is very big as well when it comes to trying to gain that loan. When you talk to your lender, they're going to give you the do's and don'ts when it comes to your credit. Okay, listen to them. They're giving you some great advice to make sure that you're prepared to when you secure that loan. So again, if you're at, let's say, at Best Buy or Macy's or any of those big boxes, that stores you like to shop, and they're asking you, oh, do you have our credit card? Have you taken advantage of our discount? If you get one today, you get 10% off. Refrain from doing that, because anytime you open those credit cards, even if it's going to save you 10% or $50 off your purchase today, it can really have some big impacts in your credit and then problems when you're trying to secure the loan. Okay. So anyway, guys, that's really it. That's 7 steps to really help you when it comes to first-time buyers to secure that loan. Again, I'll run right through it. Number 1 is working with the right real estate agent. Number 2, don't be afraid to talk to multiple lenders. Number 3, mind your credit. Okay. Number 4, save. Number 5, lock in that mortgage rate. Okay, it's very important. Number 6, stay in your job. You may hate it, but stay in it. And number 7, don't open any credit cards until you buy a new car or anything crazy like that. So anyways, I really hope you enjoy it. Hopefully it was somewhat entertaining. It's not the best of topics out there, but it's a very important one if you're looking to buy a home. And I'm looking to do more of these, on a weekly basis to really get the education out there and really put the right information in front of those buyers out there, because I know there's tons of stuff out there, but I do my research. I make sure that I get the right information over to my clients. So if you know of anybody that you think that this would be beneficial, please share this video. I'll let them know, and hopefully it helps them, in the long run. So thank you so much, guys. You guys have a wonderful day. Thanks, Lucretia. You guys have an awesome day. See ya.